Hi plugin lovers, and welcome to Top 5 Friday, your indispensable guide to the best virtual instruments and effects around. I'm legendary Afrofuturist Tim Cant, and this week it's going to be a bit of an intense beat-off because we're looking at the top drum machines and drum samplers. Now, if our choice has left you visibly upset, why not drop a comment below and let us know what we're missing out on. First, we're going to give you a little bit of wood with StiX. Next is the lovely Heartbeat from Softube. Get me a micro gin because it's microtonic at 3. We get pummeled by battery 4 at 2, and claiming the top spot is Geist 2 from F-Expansion. And number 5, StiX from XILS-lab. StiX brings together a wide variety of drum sounds in one interface, charting the course from early analog drum machine sounds through to powerful digital hits. The onboard virtual analog synth engine is based around 3 oscillators with 2 LFOs, and in StiX you command it all using the step sequencer with its system of patterns and blocks, and you can tweak the sound through the mixer, which is always visible on screen. At the end of it, StiX's killer feature is its presets. You get to save and load global presets, plus you get individual drum patterns, drum kit presets and sample presets too, making it easy to try out combinations until you get the perfect sound. Okay, so we really like StiX's presets. Let's just take a quick look at how easy it is to audition those. We'll load a kit sound. This gives us a whole kit full of noises. We want to play them back. We should choose a pattern and we'll play the project and we'll see what happens. Oh, very full on. But the beauty of StiX is you can very, very quickly load a different kit to get some different sounds and then load a different pattern. Oh, this is all very intense. Let's try and chill things out a bit. Why not, guys? Okay, that's pretty cool. And then you got the mixer here. All very easy. You can select the different sounds up here and you can mess around with their filter and tuning things. Maybe put some effects on. Why not? Get a bit dubby. You get the idea, basically. Also, there's some, you can do some mod stuff here. If we bring up the step sequencer, maybe let's mess with the mod thing, which is messing with the envelope decay. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's have a bit of this as well. So yeah, plenty of weirdness to get your teeth into there. Number 4, Heartbeat by Softube. When it comes to analog modeling, Swedish developer Softube usually sticks to effects, which is why everyone's pleasantly surprised when they came out with Heartbeat. It starts with the synthesis, where a large range of accurate sounding drum modeling combinations are possible. Choose from single oscillator, dual oscillator, FM, and FM with noise options. But because this is Softube, Heartbeat isn't just about synthesis. The onboard effects are brilliant sounding models. There's delay, EQ and reverb for each channel, plus a global bus compressor and delay and reverb modules too. Heartbeat's killer feature is its auto-layer machine, which loads up multiple sounds to play either together or offset by whatever amount you choose. Okay guys, I know what you're thinking. A Softube doesn't sound particularly appetizing, but don't worry, because Heartbeat goes hard with some really great instrument synthesis. You've got a 909 here, a 909 kick. Oh, which is nice and thick, as I believe people are into these days. Then you've got an 808 as well. Fantastic stuff. Clearly, some people are going to be interested in this just for those lovely kick sounds. There's also some perk stuff which you can mix between a wave and a synth craziness. Then there's also more complex perk stuff where you've got your FM things going on. That's all real great. And then a lovely 808 style crashy sort of cymbal. All good stuff. Now, what's weird about Heartbeat is the auto layer machine, which looks weird, sounds complicated in the manual. It's really not that bad. It's just 4 more instrument semitones above what we've already played. So let's have a look at this one. So we play this. It's playing 3 different percussion sounds. You can see them activating here. So you can basically just choose up to four different noises to play a lot alongside the other sounds. And the kind of thing about this is it's got a delay knob, so you can create some more natural sort of things. So for example, you might want to create a sort of snarey clap. Also there they are. We've got our snare rooms and our snare clap here, starting off kind of straight. And then you can get the sound of your dreams there. Also, there is the chaos fader. So if you're feeling a bit like a renegade, maybe you want to turn that up. So let's activate all the sounds. Okay, starting with no chaos, not ideal. Let's add some chaos. Absolute insanity. Microphonic has been around for years, but it's still near the top of everyone's drum machine pile. This virtual instrument gives you 8 layers with identical synthesis controls, an oscillator with a choice of waveforms plus variable attack, decay and pitch modulator, a noise oscillator with filtering and envelope controls, velocity sensitivity controls, and gain level panning and distortion on output. Then of course there's Microphonic's pattern sequencer, which contains trigger, accent, fill and length controls. You can program parts individually or all together in the matrix editor. Microphonic's killer feature is its ability to morph between the setups on each layer, interpolating between them, a bit like one huge macro control commanding each piece of the virtual drum kit. Microphonic has been around for a while. What's cool about it is it takes a really no-nonsense approach to sound design and everything. You've got 8 instrument slots. They've all got the same guts. There's nothing, you know, crazy going on here. You have an oscillator generator and a noise generator. So let's play around with those guys. Okay, noise, oscillator. Let's mess around with this and make it some kind of kick, I guess. There you go. Clearly, you can generate sounds in a very sort of methodical way and get results quickly here. Yeah, you like that? Of course you do. You can even change waveform. Got a bit of a triangle, bit of a saw. If you want to go really mental and make some like horrific distorted kicks as well, there's the potential for that here, as well as the nastier waveforms. You've got a distortion. So yeah, if you like it rough, you're in the right place. Yeah, there's all kinds of craziness. But you know, it's got a sensitive side as well. Let's mix a bit of noise in. Got a bit of a filter there. So you can add a little sort of pretend hi-hat sort of thing. Oh, there you go. What about that? And it does all kinds of other cool, clever stuff like morphing between things and all that kind of stuff. But at the core of it is just about that beautiful, beautiful synthesis. Number 2, Battery 4 by Native Instruments. It's more of a drum sampler than a traditional synth-based drum machine, but Battery is the powerhouse that countless pro producers swear by, and it's not hard to see why. Battery lets you load up to 128 sounds onto its pads, although more often you'll probably be using the standard 4x12 kit. Battery comes with over 100 fully featured kits to get you started, and there are expansion packs available too. Battery's killer features are its onboard processors. To tweak the sound in Battery, NI give you access to proprietary algorithms from some of their other plugins, including a Solid EQ, Transient Master, and Solid Bus Comp. With all that processing power on board, you can trust that Battery will keep you charged up. Okay, so Battery 4 is a drum sampler. I am not much one for drum samplers personally, but I keep Battery 4 in my favorites folder because it's got an absolute ton of sounds in it, nicely organized into presets, so it's just a great resource for drum sounds. What's cool about it is that they've been very sensible with the organization of these sounds. So for example, we're going to use a bit of an 808 kit here in the multiple kit. And as it says, it has multiple kits in it. You can see them here. So for example, you can create a bit of a rhythm. Okay, that's all fair enough, but we can audition it on the other kits by simply transposing it to different octaves. And this is clearly a very quick way to audition a bunch of different drum parts. What's great is you can load up other kits and it should play back. Alrighty, there we go. So yeah, instant inspiration, I think you might say there. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on these. Dusty ganja kit, really? Yeah, if that doesn't make you want to get down the dance hall, I don't know what will. And number 1, Geist 2 from F-Expansion. Geist 2 is a whole beat-making workstation plugin that can actually run standalone too. It's a huge piece of software with fully featured sampling, massively flexible sequencing, and a full mixer with effects. And that's just scratching the surface. Geist Sampler does the jobs you need, with tuning, filtering, and enveloping for each pad. You can even sample from an external audio input into Geist. The sequencer is mental, letting you sequence not only the sounds themselves, but you can also sequence properties of those sounds. Need some more features? Well, Geist 2's got circuit model filters, vintage sampler emulation, and a sophisticated modulation system built in. Geist 2's 3 killer features are: 1, you can retro capture performance, meaning that you can bring a MIDI performance you just played as Geist without having to hit record first. 2, you can set probability for any step in the sequencer to play a sample. And 3, Geist's user interface is scalable to however large or small you want it to be. Okay, Geist is the big dog. There's a lot going on here. We're going to focus on one particular feature that really gives Geist the edge that it needs to dominate. So let's make a little bit of a house beat to start with. Pretty sure this is gonna blow you away, guys. Check this out. Don't steal my grooves. It's all in the swing. Okay, so now we're going to add a shaker. Oh, it sounds rigid already and I haven't even finished programming it. Let's go in here though, right? And look, we can choose particular parameters. Why don't we mess about with amp of decay? So now we can assign a different amp of decay level. Now this isn't going to do anything just yet. Just because it's not making any difference now doesn't mean it's not going to be super cool. Have patience, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to actually look at the amp envelope and turn the sustain down so the decay's actually doing something. And look, you can see these different levels we programmed here are jumping around. So we've got a bit more of a groovy sort of shaker line. And you can add things as well. You could add another thing. What else could we do? Let's do a coarse pitch. Why the heck not? Yeah, sounds ridiculous. What were you expecting? But that just gives you an example of the power of Geist. Maybe we can just change this to something else that sounds cool without having to think about it too much. Ooh, reversing? Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Hats off, guys, you're 1 in a million. Now, I'm afraid it's time to dry your eyes, kins, because that's it for this Top 5 Friday. Don't worry though, because we'll be back soon with more aural action. In the meantime, if you fancy trying out any of the plugins that we've seen this week, why not look at the description and see where you can download demo versions of all of them. Laters.